This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, see, basically, what I mean to say is when you run the missing index report, so for example, let me go to our GitHub repository. Okay, so missing, okay, copy the scripts. So, what is that estimated means? So, whenever you SQL Server is preparing the execution plan, right? It estimate the cost of the query, right? Okay, so based on whatever the index it is suggesting, whatever index it is suggesting. So, for example, if I go and run here, okay, mostly there will be no, uh, no, this only we need to run. That I need to skip it. Okay, so here currently there is no output, but here you will see, okay, user seek. Okay, how many times you run that table when you are running that table? Either it can be, so for example, it is a employee table. That employee table contains 7 to 10 columns. How many times you run that query? On that query, how many times this index has been used so that it will improve the performance of the query? Okay, that you will see the seek. Basically, internally, SQL Server will perform two: seek and scan. Scan is nothing but entire whole table. Seek is nothing but particular record, particular data. You are trying to seek the data from the table. Okay, particular number of rows you are trying to receive. Okay, seek, scan. Seek is, I, I'm not directly telling that seek will improve the performance, scan will impact the performance. No, okay, it depends on case to case. Sometimes seek will improve the better performance, sometimes scan will improve the performance based on your selectivity. Again, sir, when you search in Google, or you will get blah blah scripts, when you blindly run the script and blindly suggest to the application team, that is absolutely wrong, with especially with the indexes, especially with the indexes. Again, okay, seek means most of the people will tell that seek will improve the performance. No, sir, depends on your selectivity. Sometimes seek, sometimes scan. How many records they are trying to fetch from the table? Assume you are having 100 columns, sorry, 100 records. Out of 100 records, you are trying to retrieve only 2 records. Seek will give the better performance. 10 records, Seek will give the better performance. 30 records, okay, Seek will give the better performance. If you are retrieving 80 records out of 100, Seek will give the better performance. No, Scan will give the better performance. Means almost you are you are trying to retrieve the data. So, based on the selectivity, either Seek will improve the performance or Scan will improve the performance. That is how you need to make the decisions. And one more is average impacted. Okay, impact. Impact is nothing but, okay. So SQL Server is cost base. When you are running any query in SQL Server, it is a cost base. So if you create create this index, how much improvement you can see, how much percentage of improvement you will see, that it will display in the impact percentage. If you create that index, it will improve 90%, it will improve 70%, it will improve 95% performance. But can I confirm directly? No, no, sir. You need to make a lot of research before you go and create the index. Better, my suggestion is, instead of using Pinnacle or instead of relaying this uh, DBCC commands, okay, better, my best suggestion is, okay, in case your project is okay, you can go for Bulldozer scripts. Okay, under Bulldozer scripts there will be index scripts. Okay, so analysis, backup, custom, okay, index. Use this script. It will give the accurate value, whether that index will really improve the performance or not. This Bendoza script will give. Instead of relaying DMVs, our SQL DMVs. Okay, that I can guarantee you, sir. Okay,
Sir,
don't
like,
take don't take the decisions. It is not a easy. You need to do a lot of research before you tell to your application team will create the indexes. Yes, sir.
so sir, like, the script which you are pointing, is that the script I need to use?
Yes, but maybe sometimes some application team, some projects won't allow the Bendoza scripts. It won't make any harm. Actually, this is the best scripts I ever seen. But some projects won't allow, like banking or in case they are allowing. So this is the one script you need to use. It will give the accurate value.
So, will the script will create any objects in the production
Yes,
and then,
yes.
oh,
That's the reason I'm telling. Okay.
okay, okay, sir. So actually, average impact was showing in some like thousands, more than not thousands. It's showing lakhs. Actually, the number is showing like more than lakhs, 7 lakhs 98,000 kind of thing against that table. When I run that
Any
script,
index already existing? Any index is already
yeah,
existing?
one index, clustered index is there, and three non-clustered indexes are there.
Uh, okay, what are the columns they specified in that non-cluster index that you need to verify? One more is what kind of select statement they are performing. On that select statement, what kind of columns they are retrieving and what kind of column they are mentioning in the where class. These three you need to verify before you conclude that if you create this index, it will improve the performance. But again, sir, that is up to us. When we are troubleshooting, how we are making it as a challenge is very important. Most of the people, what they will do, right? When they will run the script, mostly not only you, sir, most of the people will run the script in the blocks. Okay, multiple blocks, right? We'll get it. Okay, then blindly we'll suggest. Okay, please verify if you create this index, it will improve the performance. Okay, but before that, already you are telling three non-cluster indexes are available. Why this non-cluster indexes are not using? Why? Then what is the purpose of by keeping that non-cluster index on those table? That you need to verify, and what kind of query they are running, and that query what kind of columns they are retrieving, what kind of query, that is very important, sir, and what kind of columns they are retrieving, and what kind of columns they are using on filters like where class grouping having. You need to compare all this, then you can make the change in existing non-cluster indexes accordingly, or you can recreate this index not in real world, sir. What is the size of your production server?
The database size is, I think, averagely around maybe more than 200 GB. I haven't checked the
Oh,
database
then
size
then then
actually.
it's a very small database only. You can copy this database, take the backup, and do it in development, restore in development, and create the non-cluster index in development, and tell to application team to test the query.
Okay,
In case if it is working fine, then we'll try to implement in the production box.
okay, sure, sure.
No worries, sir.
I,
Bear with me. We are having almost four to five sessions only on indexes.
yeah, all those three non-clustered index, the columns involved are only three or four, but the missing index query suggested a non-clustered index, as I said, right? It suggested to create a non-clustered index on like more than 20 columns.
Yeah, that's what, sir. Maybe that whatever it is suggesting, it contains include column.
I haven't checked actually.
Yeah, maybe if it is suggesting 20 columns means maybe it contains the include. Okay, covering indexes. It is using covering indexes. Okay, what is the lead column? While what is it is suggesting lead column. Okay, all this are it's not a easy to explain. Okay, right away, but try to compare this one as of now. Just bear with me. We'll go for in depth in the indexes. Yeah. Okay. Not okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah,
So, Subbu, before starting the session, can I have some questions? Can I ask?
yeah, yes, sir. Questions is
Yeah,
so important. Session we can discuss tomorrow also, no problem.
yeah, Subbu. Actually, yesterday we have been talking about we have the session like installations of the SQL Server.
Yes.
In that, I have the question. So suddenly I have the only I have in my production server. It's a stand-only server. Suddenly I have only full backup. My complete server has been corrupted. There is no DR, there is no any AD or anything else. It is totally down. My system is corrupted. The server is corrupted. I have only backup. I don't have any information about the SQL Server version and edition on that. So in this case, how will be finding that this server SQL Server, this is edition, this is a how will you finding out the edition and type and how will be restored?
Entire
There is
server
any
got crashed, only SQL got crashed.
entire server is crashed.
Oh, server is crashed entire.
Yeah,
We need to
yeah.
make, sir, that is a one thing, right? We need to maintain the repositories. So that is what, as a project wise, as an application, they need to maintain the repositories. Okay.
Yeah,
If you know the
I'm one
server
of the
name, if
repository
you know the
also. I
server
don't know
name, you
the
can search in your ticketing tool. You can search in your old email box. Okay, somewhere they will create the ticket, right? So and so installation we need to perform. Because entire if server is crashed, if only SQL is crashed, we can go to the registries and we can find at least from registries the information. But entire server is crashed. Okay, you no more accessing server. Okay, and you are telling that backup is available. Are you there? Backup, if backup is available, we can get the from the backup file as well, but not edition. We'll get the version, internal version. By by seeing the internal version, we can get that okay, this backup is from so and so SQL version. That also we can get it. In this case, if entire server is crashed and uh, nothing, server is crashed, okay, you don't have any information, means one thing, you need to verify your old emails.
Subbu,
Okay,
your voice is
one more.
yeah.
Oh, my voice.
The
Everyone?
voice is getting yeah man, getting down.
Everyone, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, Subbu, clearly.
Okay, maybe Jan from your side. Yeah, from your side. Okay. One thing is verify the old emails, verify your ticketing tool, sir. Go and search with that server name on the ticketing tool. You will get the old uh, all the tickets, right? From there also you can verify. If it is a production box, you can also go and verify in the change request. Old changes, any old changes are available on that respect to server. There also sometimes we will capture. Okay, that is only one chance. With the help of backup, we can get that okay, so and so version of SQL Server, not edition sensor, but we can also get the edition. Once you restore, there is one DMV is available. If you run the DMV, but we cannot guarantee that that is not enterprise edition, that is a standard edition. Even it is a enterprise edition, sometimes if you are not using any enterprise level features, it won't show you any output. So by that, it's very difficult to judge that this is enterprise edition backup. Okay, uh, old emails and your ticketing tool will help you, somewhat will help you. Not, I cannot guarantee that everything you will get it, but old emails and one more is your ticketing tool will help, will get the information, sir. Even that, even everyone make one best practice. Okay, uh, for example, you are on vacation for 10 to 15 days. You just came back. You received a bunch of emails, a bunch a bunch of emails. Okay, and on suddenly something happened to the one of the server, and you don't know whether is there any maintenance going on, whether it is really down. Okay, and you can't read that bunch of emails, right? For if you went for 15 days, you will at least receive 2000 to 3000 mails. Will you read all the 2000 3000 mails before you bring the SQL server? No, right? So better what you can do, search with that server name on your email box, so that it can filter, right? It can filter, right? That is the one thing. And go and search in the ticketing tool, is there any maintenance going on the on that database, on that server, before you make certain decisions. Okay, in case you don't know about what's happening. Okay, verify old emails is the best thing. Verify the ticketing tool is the best thing to get some sort of information whether there is any really maintenance going on that server. Make a sense, everyone?
Yeah, Subbu.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, Subbu, one more question.
Yes.
So I have been installed the SQL Server. They give, without knowing the collision, I have been installed default collision. So sometimes the product team has been saying that I need to, this is not a collision, I need this, this is a collision I have to install in the SQL Server. In that case, how will be come down? Any, we have to uninstall again, we have to go, or
Basically,
there is any
no
option?
need. No need. Basically, if you don't have any databases, if you don't have any databases in that instance, assume that is a fresh installation you've done. After you complete the installation, you notice that that is not a right collection, and there is no databases available currently right away. That is a fresh installation, and no database is available. Or it is a old installation, no database is available. Then collection changing is very easy, sir. There is only one simple script. Okay, how to change the collection? Not for database, in SQL Server. We'll search for SQL Server, sir. In SQL Server. One second, sir. Yeah. Okay. This script, sir. Okay. If you don't have any user databases on your instance, on that instance, if you don't have any user databases on that instance, and if you wanted to change the collation, yes, sir, no need to perform anything. With running a simple script, this script will change the collation. In case there are databases are available, then now it will become more challenge. You need to rebuild the entire master database. Now it will become the more challenge, sir. Okay, if user databases are existing, that will make more challenge to everyone, sir. If there is no user databases, okay, that is the empty instance, then easily you can change the collection with by running this command. By running a simple command, you can change it. Just you need to change the instance name. Apart from nothing, sir. Change the instance name, change the collection, and you can trigger this one. If you don't have any user databases, if you have any user databases, then you need to rebuild the entire master database. Got it?
Yeah.
We have separate sessions, sir. How to change the collation. In advanced level, we'll discuss. There also, I will show you same approach only.
include include.
Sorry?
In that missing index, as you said, it is showing include.
That's what. What is the leading column? What is the starting column that index is showing? Not in include, in the top.
Okay. In the
Create non-cluster
top,
index.
yeah, SQL URST. In the
Oh,
column
that is the
name is
leading
SQL
column.
URST.
Whatever the first column you are seeing, that is the leading column. Any one of this um, already
Index.
non-cluster index are available, right? What is the leading column for that indexes?
Just a second.
It won't make any harm again. Okay, too many indexes will impact the business. Okay, uh, too many indexes will impact the business. Less indexes will impact the reporting. Okay, you need to create the right index on the table, sir. That's it. I am not telling that you won't go and create any indexes on this. You need to create so that see in one database you will perform inserts, update, deletes along with reads as well. Index will improve the performance of read. Index will impact the performance of business. Insert, update, delete. So too many indexes make harm. Less indexes make harm. So you need to create the right indexes.
Yeah, in
You
one
need to
of the
create the right
non-clustered
index.
index also we have that column. Non-clustered index also we have only
So what is that
SQL
query?
queries.
What is that query you are running?
Actually, they are transferring the entire data, sir. Why? Because those servers, as I said, right, those
How they are
servers will be
transferring?
like
How they are
that.
transferring?
That that I have to check. Actually, they haven't given much information. They are only telling like while data transfer, they are seeing performance issue on this particular table, and they are asking us whether
Wha-
we could help to improve the data transfer.
No, if they are data transferring, okay, means how they are transferring that we need to get it. Okay, one more is what is the size of the table?
So, so
If database size is 200 GB, then table size will also bit small only, not that much huge. So for example, if I go to this table, okay, what is the size of the table? Here you can see what is
the
the
database
size of the
size
table, how
is
many.
500 GB. So database size is 500
Oh,
GB.
database size is 500 GB. Okay.
Yeah.
500 GB is also very small only, not that much huge. Okay. If we go for terabytes only, then we will get somewhat panic. Okay, 500 GB is okay, manageable. Try to get more information like what kind, how they are transferring the data, and what kind of slowness they are noticing. Okay, that is a one thing, sir. Try to get more inputs. Even when we are troubleshooting, when I'm explaining troubleshooting, same way I will help you, sir. You need to get the more information rather than keeping your head into the SQL. Don't keep your head into the SQL, sir. You need to first get the information. See, for example, you are using a car or a bike, and you know about everything about your car because that you are using from long time, and you just go on to the service center and you just give in the car to the service center and do that. Okay, repair everything. What he will repair, sir? What he will repair? You need to supposed to tell, right? You simply telling my car is not giving mileage. You need to say something to that service guy, or they need to ask the questions. What is the problem? What we need to look into. So try to get more inputs from application team. That will help you a lot when you are troubleshooting, especially troubleshooting, rather than you just keep in this head into the SQL. Not only this case, every case I am requesting you need to talk to the customers. That will make so easy, so help to troubleshoot any issue as quickly as. Got you, everyone? No, I used to
Yes,
do
Subbu.
same thing, sir. When I receive anything, okay, first I used to ping them. Okay, let me ping them. Okay. So later, first I will got some information. Meanwhile, I will also verifying the SQL side. What's happening in the SQL server? What is the configuration? Because we don't know anything, right? Okay. So every server is new for us. When we connect, we'll see only we came to know, okay, this is my server, this is my databases, this is the size, these are the resources. Okay. How we configure all this stuff we'll notice. So we need to get more inputs from the application team. But some application guys is too rude, sir. Sometimes. I, I worked with one of lady. Yeah, I remember. Not me, sir, but one of my colleague, teammate. One of my teammate. He's also she. She pinged her. Actually, what they are doing, right? There is one Excel sheet. Actually, from that Excel, they are trying to connect to the SQL. From the Excel, they are trying to connect to SQL. And she is new to that project. Actually, application team. And we don't know what is the connection string they are using, how they are that Excel is pointing to the SQL. We don't know anything, right? And we are asking same thing. Okay, ma'am, we are asking too politely. Okay, ma'am, we are here to help you, but we need to get some sort of information like where you are connecting to the SQL, how you are pointing to the SQL, to which database you are pointing, and she's telling she don't know actually. And we are asking, can you please share some other your team members so that we can talk to them and get the information. And how she is asking, right? Will you troubleshoot or not? Okay, we thought that she called me, even I also ping same thing. Okay, and she also talking same with me. Then I told to my team lead. Okay, my team lead came to the chat and he pinged that, hey, hi, this is Naveen. I am the leading the entire SQL DBA. How can I help you? And she's telling whether you troubleshoot or not. Okay, we are here to troubleshoot only, but we need some sort of information, right? Agree? Then my team
Right.
lead dropped a mail to my client lead how she is interacting with our team members. That is not a right way, right? We don't know anything how to troubleshoot. She is telling that we don't know anything, but actually we, without knowing any information, how we can troubleshoot, sir? That sort of application team also you may also find, sir. So please be patient. Don't root for any application team. Customers are the first important for us. Okay. And one more issue is one of our not our team members is Oracle DB.
Subbu sir.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No
Actually,
problem. No problem.
I used your same GitHub query, and on that particular database, it is showing the same. Like on this table, I have to create non-clustered index, which includes the like covering index and also the leading index
Okay.
at the same column.
Now you can go, sir. We can relay the bulldozer scripts. Yes, we can relay.
Mm,
Tell them to create.
like the script which you like in your GitHub, right? It's a DBA script slash index missing.
Oh, that is the same. Almost that is the same. Okay. You mean to say you run the bulldozer scripts or you just
No,
run?
no, no. Your script, which is like in
Oh,
GitHub.
this is almost same only, sir. Whatever you are running, this is also
Okay.
almost same. Here and there, I just okay, almost same. Okay, no, sir, it won't make any harm. Anyhow, you are migrating, right? Okay,
Yes.
but before creating that one, get the information what they are doing actually. Okay, then you can
User
ping me
seats are
separately. I will
oh, sure, sir. User seats are 43,000. User scans are zero.
seek. That's what index will improve. That's that. But they are transferring the data. How indexes will
Yeah.
improve? No. But
I will
what
check,
kind
sir.
of query they
I
are
will
running?
take
Yeah,
complete
that's it.
information.
Because
I will take.
how they will how they will write the queries, right? This is insert statement. Within that instant they will perform the select. If this select is impacting, this insert will impact. Getting my point? So what they're performing, that we need to get it. Okay, good, very good. I remember your experience is bit low, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Only
but
two plays, but
too good.
because of the yeah,
No,
yes.
no worries. That's okay, sir. Fine. Okay, whoever struggling initially, they will become strong in next year, sir. Whoever is very happy in the starting, they will struggle lifelong. So you are learning. That is a one good sign. Whoever first, whenever they get opportunity, everything you need to take it and you need to learn it, sir. Okay, yeah. Okay, good, good sort of questions. Okay, no worries. We'll discuss all. Keep on our journey, one by one.
To know the edition, yesterday what I did is I go to SQL Server Configuration Manager, and under SQL Services, under the properties, in Advanced tab, we can see the edition of that SQL Server.
Yeah, we can see, but his question is entire day a server got crashed. His question is server got crashed. Otherwise, we can get the information multiple ways. You can open the configuration manager. You can open the registries. We can get it, sir. But his question is entire server got crashed, and you can't connect to the server. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, any questions? Good. This is what, sir, we are expecting from you people. Okay. Uh, every session may just make them more interactive. Okay. You, sir, simply if I'm telling some content, okay, and you are simply reading, okay, then no use actually. You need to raise your voice and get the questions, do the practice. Of course, he's working in real world. He can ask multiple questions. Okay, the people who are already working, you can raise the questions so that the people who are starting the journey, they can understand how the real world looks like, what kind of things they also need to take care in the futures. That will help. Simply if I'm opening the bridge and telling, okay, blah blah blah, like that, okay, then no use, sir. Okay, that is a one thing. Okay, now, sir, yesterday somehow we installed a basic SQL Server installation. Even I just kept it as a basic SQL installation, not a best practice installation. Simply, I just selected a couple of features and I installed the SQL Server. That is good for right away. Okay, no worries, sir. We'll go for as a best practice installation when we are discussing clusters and always on. Till now, you can install the basic installation. That is too good to do the all the practice, sir. Okay, all the practice. So once you install the SQL Server, okay, once you install the SQL Server, okay, Microsoft provided a configuration manager. You will get the SQL Server configuration manager. SQL Server configuration manager, where you can see only SQL related service. Only you can see SQL related service. And if you open services.msc, you open services.msc, you will see all the services which are running on your system along with SQL. Just search with the SQL. Okay, you will see all the services on entire your system along with your SQL services as well. Along with your SQL services as well. So from configuration manager you can see, from services.msc also you can see how many SQL services are currently running. Are currently running. So basically here one thing, if you see MS SQL Server blindly, you should get, okay, this is my default instance. If you see the different name means that is a named instance. Named instance. So when you see default instance MS SQL Server, that is a default instance. That is a default instance. When you see any name apart from MS SQL Server, blindly you should get idea this is the named instance. So how many instances are running? One, two, three. Because one SQL service, two SQL services, three SQL services. So when you select database engine while you are installing, by default you will get one SQL Server service along with one agent service. Agent service. Except Enterprise Edition. Sorry, Express Edition. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Express Edition. Okay, when you installing your database engine, when you are installing database engine, you will get by default two service. One is SQL Server service. One is SQL Agent service. But when you are installing Express Edition, you will get only SQL service, sir. There is no concept called agent. In Express Edition, there is no concept called agent. Just make a note, sir. Make a note, everyone. So when you install SQL Server database engine, by default, how many services you will get it, sir? Two services. What are the two services? SQL Server service, SQL Agent service. SQL Server service, SQL Agent service. Okay, SQL Server service, SQL Agent service. By default, you will get it. So what is this service, Subbu? Means, sir, entire your database engine is relying on the SQL Server service. Entire your database engine is rely on the SQL Server service. If you stop the SQL Server service, okay, If you stop the SQL Server service, entire your database engine will goes down. Entire your database engine goes down. See, if you go to here and if you stop the SQL Server service, if you stop the SQL Server service, entire your database engine goes down. See, try to connect to the database engine, sir. No, you can't connect. So entire your database engine is rely on the SQL Server service. If SQL service goes down, your database engine goes down. Make a note. In case if you're not able to connect to the SQL server, first you need to verify whether my SQL services are running or not. Whether my SQL services are running or not. In case if SQL services are not running, first you need to bring the SQL services to online. Otherwise, your SQL will be completely down. See, sir, a network related and instance specified error while establishing the connection to the SQL server. Okay, when you receive this error, first thing you need to get on your mind is whether first you need to go to the services.msc or open the configuration manager, SQL Server configuration manager, and verify your SQL services are running or not. So now I notice that my SQL is not running. Okay, so I notice that my SQL is not running, it is in stopped state. Now what I will do, I will try to start. Okay, now you can go and try to connect, sir. One good point. So entire your database engine is depend on the SQL Server service. Got you? First point, everyone.
Yes, Subbu.
Okay. Second point, sir. Okay. Now your agent, sir. If agent goes down, okay, nothing will happen to the SQL Server. You can connect to the SQL and you can do whatever you want except automation. Except automation. If agent goes down, nothing will happen to SQL, sir. You can access the SQL, you can perform whatever operation you want perform, you can perform, sir. Like inserts, update, deletes, create, alter, anything you can perform except automation. Automation is completely down, sir. SQL Server agent is nothing but automation. Means you are scheduling, you are alerting, you will create operators, all that stuff will down, sir. Apart from nothing will happen to the SQL. Okay, if agent goes down, your automation goes down. So try to bring the agent as well, because in the agent itself we are creating jobs, alerts, operators, proxies, all this stuff will be completely down, sir. So we are having multiple jobs are running. Okay, all all these jobs will down. If agent goes down, these jobs will goes down. So make sure that jobs, if you wanted to run the jobs, make sure that your agent need to be in the running state. If someone is asking what will happen if agent goes down, nothing will happen to the SQL server. We can access the SQL, we can perform whatever we want except automation. Except automation, sir. Okay, not okay?
Yes,
Okay.
Subbu.
Yeah. Okay. Now, sir, these are the two services. By default, you will get it when you install database engine feature. When you are installing database engine feature, by default, these are the two services you will get it, sir. Now, uh, sir, we are having a separate course. Anyone knows about MSBA? MSBA, Microsoft Business Intelligence. Okay,
Yes.
for this course, we are having SSIS, SSAS, SSRS. Okay, these are the three tools they will use, sir. MSBA team, Microsoft Business Intelligence team. Integration service, this is the service, sir. A reporting service, this is the service. Analysis service, here is the analysis service. Getting? So integration service is nothing but data warehouse, sir. Data warehouse, like you know about Informatica. Anyone?
Yes.
Informatica is
Yes.
the one of the best data warehousing tool. Olden
Yes.
days, sir.
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
Microsoft came up with SSIS. Microsoft came up with Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory is nothing but data warehouse in cloud when you especially go to the cloud. Okay, so in on-premises, you will call it as an integration service. In cloud, you will call it as a ADF, Azure Data Factory. Both are same only, sir. ETL tools, ETL tools. Okay, reporting tools. You know about Tableau, right? Tableau is the reporting tool.
Yes.
Tableau,
Yes,
like
Subbu.
Tableau, we are having reporting services SSRS and Power BI, sir. Power BI. Power BI from SQL Server 2016. Microsoft came up with a separate tool called Power BI with more graphics, more pie charts, more bar charts, more graphical, sir. Power BI when you compare with the reporting services. Okay, so Power BI, SSRS both are the reporting services like Tableau, Power BI, ClickView. Okay, Pentaho is also reporting tool, I remember. Okay, these are all the reporting tools. Now, finally, okay, sir, these two tools are somewhat easy, okay, but very complex for MSBA is this one, sir, analysis service. So where they will create the cubes, okay, analysis service, sir. I know that no other anyone is providing analysis kind of tools, sir. Like when you go to the SAP, when you go to Oracle apps, when you go to the mission level language, okay, one of the best tool Microsoft is providing analysis service. You can analysis the data by creating the cubes. Cube will give the better performance like MDX. They will give MDX cubes, such kind of cubes, sir. Because you should know, mustn't should know, sir, little bit at least what is analysis service is doing. At least you should open your mouth. Analysis people will analysis data with the help of cubes. They will create the cubes so that they can spin the data, large amount of data to analyze. It will give the better performance than our regular queries. At least you should open your mouth and at least you need to say something if they are asking something about analysis service, sir. Okay, so analysis service is nothing but they will create the cubes to analyze the data, and reporting services is nothing but your statements, or bank statement, credit card statement, mobile statement, right? You will get the company logos, company signatures, date, time, location, everything. You will get it, right? Address and everything. Like that, you can get the data with the help of reporting services. And integration service is nothing but ETL, extract, transform, load. Extract, transform, load. So with help of integration service or data factory or Azure Synonyms or Informatica, data stays, Pentaho, there are multiple tools or ETL tools. Out of that, as a SQL Server database administrator, we must and should know little bit about integration service. How much you need, that I will share you, sir. No worries on that part. Okay, clear about these three tools, sir? And this is a separate course actually, MSBA. Okay, not
Subbu,
okay.
Subbu, what is ETL? Extract,
Extract
transfer
to
load?
transform load. Extract to transfer load, sir. Extract is nothing but, so for example, uh, uh, your data is currently available in Excel. Okay, first they will extract your data from Excel and they will load into the staging tables. Staging tables is nothing but temporary tables, not like temp tables, sir. Don't think that temp table. Staging table. Okay, once they load the data into the staging table, they will start transforming the data, moving the duplicate records, moving the unexpected records, and they will do some aggregations, calculations, functions, blah blah something in the transformation, and then finally they will load into the base table, means original table. Extract, transform, load. Yep.
Yeah, okay, Subbu.
Yeah. Okay, so these three services, when you install integration service, you will get integration service. When you install reporting service, you will get the reporting services. When you install analysis service, you will get the analysis services. Now, okay, full text search, like, sir, full text search catalog. Okay, this is also like an indexer. index, not our regular indexes. We are working like cluster index or non-cluster index. For example, uh, when you open the applications, this is your application. Okay, when you open the application, under the application there is one search bar. Okay, if you drill down the search bar, you will get lot of parameters. Whenever you are searching with this parameter, so and so parameter, okay, for example, sales, I wanted to see sales data, I want to do sales data. So whenever you are searching this, and if you wanted to improve this kind of operation, then they will come with a concept called full text catalog, full text search indexer, not like our regular indexes. Okay, it is something how this is how it will perform in real world. Okay, that is index means improving the performance. Like this kind of search, it will improve the performance when you enable SQL full text filter cat indexes, not like our regular indexer. Somehow it is different. Okay, and one more is we'll discuss at this part. Okay, so SQL Server VSS Writer. Okay, so for example, you are using third-party tools to take the backups like Commvault, Symfona, Veritas Net Backup, Redgate. Okay, you are using any third-party Cuvicity, means if you are using any third-party tools to take the backup, especially to take the backup, in that scenario, it will use this VSS SQL VSS writer to make the communication between your tool to the SQL. This VSS writer is helping, sir, actually. Okay, in case your backup tool is not able to communicate to the SQL server, first thing you need to go and verify what is happening with the VSS writer. What is happening with the VSS writer? So VSS writer will help us a lot when you are trying to take third-party tools wanted to interact with our SQL server side. Our VSS writer will help us a lot. Okay, this is also our service only, sir. You need to take the responsibility. Not only SQL service, SQL agent. Most of the people will think that okay, SQL service, SQL agent. What about others, sir? Others also SQL only. We are the DBS. What is the main job, sir? Always you need to make sure that all these services are running or not. Getting my point? This is also our tool. This is also you need to take care. Finally, very important, very interesting service, that is SQL Server Browser Service. Anyone knows what is about SQL Browser Service? Before I explain, sir.
If you want to connect the client server with the LAN, so that time we should enable the browser.
Okay. So, for example, browser service. You mean to say browser service need to available? Can I stop the browser service?
Yeah, most of the servers in our environment that is disabled.
Yeah, best practice, sir. Again, best practice. Sorry, ma'am. Best practice. Okay. As per Microsoft recommended, we need to disable the browser service as part of SQL hardening. As part of SQL hardening, you need to disable the browser service. Okay. Now, before discussing that, what is a browser service first? Okay. Basically, almost you were there. Okay. Basically, SQL Server will browser will help us while you are connecting to the SQL Server from application server, sir. Okay. So, for example, how your connection string looks like in real world. Let me 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Let me show you. Where is always on? Yeah, always on. Yeah. Okay. This is how your connection string looks like in real world, sir. This is your server name. This is your port number. This is your database. This is security purpose. This is something related to the always on. These two are related to the always on. This is how they will pass the connection string for every application. Okay, so here you notice, sir, server name along with the port number. So, for example, in the connection string, if you are not passing port number, you are not passing port number. What SQL browser will do, right? SQL browser will help us to authenticate to the SQL by getting the port number. So you no need to pass the port number if browser is enabled, sir. If browser service is enabled, SQL browser will get the information about respect to instance and it will allow him to connect to the SQL. SQL browser is doing that stuff, sir, actually. So if you disable the browser, your application team need to pass instance name along with the port number. That is very important, sir. That is a mandatory actually. You need to pass the port number, SQL server port number. What is the SQL server port number, sir?
1433.
What is the
1433.
1433? So you need to
Yeah.
pass the port number. If you enable the browser service, if you are not passing port number, no worries, sir. It will try to authenticate. Your application will try to connect to the SQL server. It will help us, sir. Browser is helping, sir, actually. Browser is getting the instance name, getting the port number, and trying to authenticate. So that is the reason Microsoft is telling disable the browser service so that every application team should pass the port number when they are connecting to the SQL. Now you got the point, everyone?
Sir,
Everyone
server
are there?
equal to TCP, what does it mean?
TCP, sir, protocol,
Like, I
TCP
mean, we
protocol.
have different protocols like
Shared
namespace.
memory. When you are connecting shared memory, what will happen, sir? If you trying to connect to the shared memory, what will happen? Shared memory means within the server. If SSMS is available in my server, database is also available in my server, right? So it will use the shared memory within the same server. If the client and server is available in the same mission, it will use the shared memory. If you are trying to make authentication using LAN cable, LAN port, so when you go to the office, you will have the LAN wire, right, where you can connect to your laptop or desktop, right? Yes or no? Every laptop there will be LAN ports, sir. Noticed, everyone?
Yes,
So
yes,
when
Subbu.
your application and server is interacting with the LAN, then will enable the named pipes. Okay, TCP IP means globally, sir. You can connect anywhere, everywhere, remotely, majorly remotely, sir. If you wanted to connect remotely throughout the global, TCP IP is the default protocol where we will use in SQL Server. So we are authenticating with help of TCP IP with the server name along with the port number. If browser services, when, sir, again, if you are having only one instance, no need to worry, sir. If you are having multiple instance, what someone is telling, right? If you are having multiple instance, you need to enable browser service. Again, sir, why? If you are connecting, if you are passing server name, if you are passing my instance name along with the port number, why, what browser service will do then? Nothing, sir. So even you are having multiple instance, try to disable the browser service as per the best practice. You should not enable browser service so that your application team, they need to pass instance name along with the port number when they are trying to connect to the SQL. By default, your browser service will listen a port number call, UDP port number call 1434. UDP port number. So by default, your browser is also having one port number 1434. That
So you are
technically should
telling
be.
like if browser service is enabled or like is it on, then even if application doesn't team does not give the port number, then it will try to communicate over the port number of 1434 rather than
Yes,
1433,
yes, sir. It
and
will
it will
help
connect.
us.
Okay.
Yes, but that is not a best practice, right? That's the reason we will disable the browser service. Got it, everyone?
Yes, Subbu.
What is the default port number of browser? 1434. What is the default port number of SQL? 1433. Can I change the port number? Yes, sir. You can change the port number. 1434 is nothing but that port number is nothing but TCP/IP port number, sir. You can change. And anyone notice, sir? We are having too many things here when you go to here. Okay. Uh, Personally, I not get a chance like to start digging like this in real world. Not digging uh, to work, sir, especially. But what is means? So, for example, uh, we are having multiple applications, sir. This is one application. This is one application. This is one application. Okay, this using 10.0.0.1, not 1, 5. Make it to 5. This is using 192.168 dot 0.5. This using 172.148 dot some IP address. So most probably these three applications are pointing to only one instance, and you are getting three different IP addresses, right? Three different networks. From three different networks, you are trying to connect to the SQL, and three different networks are using only one port number, 1433. In case, in case, whenever you are receiving this IP address, I wanted to use different port number for SQL. In case whenever I'm getting connection from this IP address, I wanted to use different port number. You can set it, sir. But personally, not get a chance to work on that one. But you can set it. That is how it here you can. You need to specify the IP address and you need to specify the port number. For this IP address, whatever the connections you are getting from this IP address, it will listen with this port number. Getting my point? 1433 is for all port numbers, sir. See, for all, for all. It is for all. But you can specify respect to IP address port number as well. But personally, mostly we never get a chance. In case you are getting the chance, just let us know, sir. Everyone, getting my point? I also never get a chance. But maybe you can also set like this. Just I am just passing some information, sir. Okay, not okay?
Okay, Subbu.
Okay, so here you can change the port number, sir. If you want, you can change the port number. SQL Server port number. Okay, and this is your SQL Server configuration manager. Only you will see SQL related services and you will see the process ID. When you open the task manager, you will see the here also you will see the process ID, right? If you go to the details, here also you will see the process ID. Okay, PID, process ID. Okay, so if you wanted to kill the specific process ID, you can kill the specific process ID by keeping side by side. That thing, make a note down. And what else, sir? I discuss about the services, discuss about the port number. Uh, any questions? No questions up to now? Now, yesterday we completed basic sequence of installation, right? So, for example, your somehow your installation got failed. Somehow your installation got failed. Where you will verify, sir?
Uh, Error logs,
Okay,
event viewer.
error. Oh, event viewer. Okay,
There is a MS SQL log summary we can verify in
In
folder.
the
There is
error
a
logs.
installation, in the bin folder, we have a logs folder.
Event viewer. Okay, okay.
in MS SQL there is a logs and in logs there is a summary, so we can verify there also.
Summary.txt.
Yeah, right.
It is under bin folder, right? After bin folder, it will
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a log folder.
I will show you, sir. Okay, I'm just getting information. Any other anywhere? Any other? Detail.txt. Detail.txt.
Right.
One more is SQL log.txt. Okay, these three are very important, sir, than these two. Okay, so these three are very important. So when your SQL installation is getting failed, right? Okay, uh, apart apart from going to the SQL error log, event viewer log, okay, try to read the summary.txt, detail.txt. Okay, these two, most of the people know these two, sir. Where you can get it means, so if you go to the program files, Microsoft SQL Server, very important interview question, sir. Okay, go to the SQL Server, go to MySQL, go to bin. No, go to here. Okay, go to 160, then go to setup bootstrap, then go to the log. Under log you will see the summary.txt. So if someone is asking, for example, my SQL installation is getting failed, how you will troubleshoot means, I will go to the setup bootstrap. On the binary files, setup bootstrap, log, I will open summary.txt. Summary.txt. This is the first location where you need to read why your SQL installation got failed. So you need to read the entire. So I will take a separate session and I will explain you couple of things why your installation will get failed. Okay, as of now, no need to worry, because this is the starting phase, right? It's very difficult to understand. When you go to the advanced level, under advanced level, I will take 2 to 3 scenarios and I will explain you why your SQL installation will get fail and how to read and everything, what kind of blocks you need to refer. That kind of troubleshooting we'll see at the advanced level. As of now, just make a note down, okay, where you will verify in case your SQL is installation is getting failed. One is summary.txt. You need to read complete log, sir. Complete log. This is the first location. In case if you are not able to get anything, okay. So here also we have the couple of logs. Under these logs, go and verify what is the recent log is available. Go to that folder and verify. Here there is no detail.txt. Okay, go to this folder. Here there is a detail.txt. You need to open detail.txt. Here also you need to read complete log. So from bottom, sir, try to read from bottom. Okay, read from bottom when you was try to read the detail.txt, summary.txt, detail.txt. This is the two locations where you need to read whenever your SQL installation is getting failed. Apart from this, is there anywhere Subbu means? So go to the temp folder, sir. Temp folder. Okay, under the temp folder, when you are installing SQL Server, it will write one SQL log here as well, one text file. Okay, for example, mostly for SQL installation, these are the two locations are two best things. For example, you are installing SSMS, you are installing Visual Studio, you are installing data tools, and SSMS is getting failed, data tools is getting failed, Visual Studio is getting failed, your SQL installation is also getting failed. In these scenarios, okay, in the temp folder, it will write the logs related to SSMS, related to Visual Studio, related to data tools, related to SQL. You need to read these logs as well. In the temp folder, it will write, sir. Getting my point, everyone? So
Yes, yes.
this is also one third location. Everyone, please make a note down. Okay, here also, in case someone may ask a question, if I'm installing SSMS, my SSMS is getting failed, how you will troubleshoot? Don't tell I will verify summary.txt, detail.txt. That is a very funny joke, sir. You never get any information when if SSMS is getting failed. You never see any information in related to in detail.txt or summary.txt. So your answer should be, I will go to the temp folder. Under the temp folder, it will start writing the information related to the log. I will read that logs. Getting my point? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Okay. These are the three locations most probably you need to look into when your installation is getting failed, sir. Your answer should be, how you will troubleshoot means, I will go to the setup bootstrap, go to the log. First, I will open summary.txt. If I am not able to find, then I will go to the recent detail.txt, and also I will go to the temp folder and get the SQL log txt, and I will read, I will analyze all these three log to identify why my SQL installation is getting failed. Make sense, everyone?
Yeah, yeah. One thing, if installation got failed and then we have to reinstall the SQL server refreshly. So what we have to, matlab, from where we have to delete the things like program files. We can uninstall the services, and where we can uninstall the things. So we can install the SQL server refresh.
Uninstallation sometimes it will make so easy if you are too luck. Sometimes it will make so headache if your luck is not good.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Good.
I have done in the actually in my environment there is a folder. So matlab we have following the standard folder for all servers. Okay, so by default I didn't change. It should be the in D drive. By default I didn't change the folders, and it gone in C drive, and I install the servers. After installing, I just remember that oh, I forgot to change the drives. So I installing the things. Most of the things I just go to the Google and just find out and just install everything. Still, I'm not able to change the drives. That is Active Directory drives and data drives and like data drives and log drive. I'm not able to change in the D. So
That's what I told
that
you
thing
right
I did do.
yesterday. Registries will plays one of the crucial role.
So,
Okay.
okay, actually
That's
I
what
didn't join yesterday.
yeah, actually this, because same example, ma'am, I can give you. We have one analysis service actually, and we are uninstalling this analysis service. We are uninstalling. Okay. Again, it is coming back. We are uninstalling. Again, it is coming back. Within fraction of seconds, again it is coming back. Okay, then we went to the registries and we click on find. We search with SSAS. Okay, and we just click on find, and we went to the each and every parameter. That almost taken 4 to 5 hours. So registries will place one of the crucial role. Okay, that's the reason if you're first time you are installing SQL Server, better my suggestion is take the backup of registry. In case you've done something, contact your Windows team to to export again to the registries to the server.
How can we take the backup for registry?
Export, export, just
Acha,
export.
okay.
That's it. Again, you can import.
Okay.
Even even most of the people do. I'm not sure how many people knows this one. Okay. So for example, if I wanted to take backup only this one, right click, okay, uh, export. Only this one, only this one. I can export, and I can import this one only in different server, because one of the customer is from Dubai. I remember he's from Dubai. I am not sure what they done actually when I'm working in Microsoft. I'm not sure what they done. Yeah, it's too headache. Replication is a one of the tough concept again, and he included the clusters again. He done something over the clusters. He deleted something over the clusters, and again he wanted to add. It is not adding. They created a case to the Microsoft. Okay. Uh, when we are trying to compare the registries, couple of registries are available in active node, and couple of registries are not available in passive node, and we done lot many things to bring, but still not, sir. Okay, almost we I spend almost 15 to 20 days to replicate the registries. No, because couple of things we need to so sensitive, sir. Especially when you are working with the clustered services, those are very sensitive. When you are taking decisions, we should more careful, like how ma'am told, right? She need to install on D drive. Unfortunately, she installed in C drive. The binary files registries got already placed. Now that will make more sensitive, because everything you can change, but binaries it will little bit complex to change. Okay, so that is a one thing. Before you make the decisions, before you click on something, double check is very important. Getting my point? So you can also export a single registry, ma'am. Getting my point?
Yes, yes, I
Okay,
got it.
yeah.
Yeah, got it.
So most of the people will tell this way: export entire registries. I don't want entire registries. I want only this. I want only this. You can export. And import is same, sir. You can import from here. Okay. So don't touch the registries until unless you are strong. Okay, not okay.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, Come on. So if someone is asking if your installation is getting failed, so how to troubleshoot means I will go to the setup bootstrap subnet.txt, or I will go to the detail.txt. Finally, I will also go and verify in the temp folder as well to see anything I can get the information. Most of the cases, mostly nowadays, your SQL installation never fails, sir. Almost from SQL Server 2012, most of the issues Microsoft has been fixed from SQL Server 2012. You will see very less installation failure. Very, very less installation failure, sir. Very, very. Out of 100, one or twice installation will fail. Out of 100. Okay, from SQL Server 2012. Now, sir. Now, so yesterday we installed SQL Server. Now I told you, right? If you wanted to connect to the SQL Server, you need to install SQL Server Management Studio. How to download also I just shown you, sir. Go to Google and search SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, and you can download the latest tool, sir. You can download the latest tool. Okay, so if you wanted to connect on premises, if you wanted to connect cloud, if you wanted to connect Azure synonyms, we need to use the Azure SQL Server Management Studio. And starting, your batch is in the starting, right? uh, Try to practice in the Azure Data Studio as well, sir. Azure Data Studio. Okay, you can also download Azure Data Studio. You can also download Azure Data Studio, and you can download Azure Data Studio, and you can also install Azure Data Studio, sir. Okay, try to make this also a best habit. Okay, instead of every time SSMS, you can also try to use Azure Data Studio. Make this also as a habit, which will help us lot when you are specially migrating. Azure Data Studio will help us lot when you are specially migrating to the SQL to the clouds, or especially from on-prem to the cloud. No worries, I will take a separate session for uh, my upgradation migration, right? I will show you how to migrate your database from on-prem to cloud with help of Azure Data Studio. Azure Data Studio is the one of the best tool where Microsoft is came up with, sir. uh, like use this tool as well, make this as a habit. Okay, it won't make any harm. It is our SQL tool only. You can download this tool anywhere, any box production, anywhere, sir. But again, some projects won't allow us to download any tools, to install any tools or accept SSMS. In that scenario, it is again case to case, but it won't make any harm. You can also encourage to use Azure Data Studio tool as well. We'll discuss a lot about later, sir. As of now, no need to worry. So sir, once you download SSMS and Azure Data Studio, okay, now you can go and search SSMS, sir. SSMS earlier, sir, means before SQL Server 2016. Before SQL Server 2016, you can go to the run and search for SSMS. If you run, it will open there. It will open the SSMS. Till when, sir? SQL Server 2016. But sir, this is 2014 SSMS. That's the reason you are able to open. Okay, sir, and one more, sir, you need to install SQL Server 2014 SSMS as well, because if you wanted to work with mirroring, especially if you wanted to configure with mirroring, you need to use SQL Server Management Studio 2014, 14 or below, sir. Not in latest. Latest you can't configure database mirroring. It will throw error, sir. We'll see later. So in before older version SSMS, you can directly go to the run, open SSMS, it will open, sir. But from SQL Server 2016 onwards, okay, you need to go to the search bar and type SSMS, sir. You will get the SQL Server Management Studio. You will get the SQL Server Management Studio. Or you can search SQL Server Management Studio. Anything is fine, sir. Open the SQL Server Management Studio. Once you open the SQL Server Management Studio, this is how your window looks like, sir. This is how your windows looks like. Okay, here you can connect the database engine, analysis service, reporting service, integration service, integration service. So from here you can connect all these services, all these services. Primarily we are discussing database engine. Going forward, we may discuss analysis, reporting and integration. Okay, now here you will see you need to pass the instance name. So if you don't know how many instances are running, instead of going configuration manager or services.msc, instead of going services.msc or configuration manager, you can drop down, go to this browse for more and go to the database engine. You will see all how many instances in my laptop currently I installed. Here I could see 3 instances are running currently. So I can connect 3 instances. Multiple instances you can connect, sir. This is a tool where you can connect to the SQL. See, multiple instance I can connect. Multiple instance I can connect. But when you connect to the multiple instance, please be careful under which instance you are performing so and so operation. So uh, if I wanted to create a database, if I wanted to create a table, if I wanted to do something, so now what you will do, you will click on this respect to instance, click on new query. You will get one new query window where you can perform all this whatever you want to do. And here you can see to which instance I connected, to which database I connected, which user is connected, instance name, username and db name. So please be careful when you are performing certain things. These are very important, very important. Throughout our journey, we'll see one by one, sir. Okay, so if you wanted to execute something, you can execute here. If you wanted to parse, you can parse here, and there are a lot of other components where we will discuss in our throughout our journey. If you wanted to execute, you can select certain things. So for example, if I wanted to create a table, create table, table name, okay, employee ID integer. So for example, if I wanted to create a table, I can select the table and click on F5 on your keyboard, or you can parse first. Okay, my syntax is perfect, and you can execute. You can execute it. That is a one thing, sir. and also even when you go to the data studio, so for example if you wanted to connect, click on here, sir. Click on okay. uh, so click on here, new connection, and provide the instance name. So my instance is for example I wanted to connect to the default instance. I can connect to the dot, and I wanted to connect to the windows login only. Just click on connect. Now it will make the connection. From here also you can connect to the instance. You can see the databases, you can see the securities, you can see the server objects. Not like more you are able to see in the SSMS. See, SSMS you are able to see lot many databases, securities, server objects, replication, polybase, always on management, integration service catalog, SQL Server agent, extended profile, but not everything you are able to see in the data studio. Okay, not okay.
Okay, Subbu.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so it is in still in development, sir. Microsoft is developing lot. Maybe going forward, you may also see lot of things in the data studio as well. So this is related to the SSMS, related to data studio, about services, about whenever your SQL installation getting failed, where you will verify, how you will verify, all this stuff, sir. Okay, just relax for 10 minutes, sir. I'm just getting a ping from my team. Okay, just wait for 5 to 10 minutes. I will get back. Okay,
Yes,
stay
Subbu.
back, sir.
Fine.
Yeah, everyone able to hear?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now so SSMS is our client tool where you can connect to the SQL server, and using Data Studio also you can connect to the SQL. And one more utility is when you go to the command prompt. Okay, so let me copy the instance name. Okay, if you go to the here, you can use SQL CMD hyphen yes instance name hyphen e. Okay, encryption connection. From here also you can connect to the SQL. Okay, using SQL CMD, we'll discuss SQL CMD more in the going forward sessions, sir. Using SQL CMD, you can connect to the SQL. Using a tool, you can connect to the SQL. SSMS is a tool you can connect to the SQL. Okay, using Azure Data Studio, also you can connect to the SQL. Using data migration assistant tool, also you can connect to the SQL. So we are having lot many tools, but mostly which is the familiar tool you will use means you can tell two things are one is SSMS, one is SQL CMD. SSMS is the topmost where we can connect to the SQL. One is SQL CMD is also utility where you can connect to the SQL couple of times. In case when you will connect that, that's what we'll discuss later. Okay. So these many ways you can connect to the SQL. So when you are trying to connect to the SQL, blindly you should get one thing is so when you are connecting with the backward slash means that is a named instance. When you are connecting only with this means that is a default instance that you should get a blind thing, sir. Okay, blind thing. You can connect to the multiple instance, but please be careful when you are connecting to the multiple instance under which instance you connecting and you are performing certain things also very important. So once you connect to the SQL, so once you connect to the SQL, oh sorry, I disconnect. Once you connect to the SQL, these are technically we can call it as a multiple objects you will see, sir, like a database, securities, server objects, replication, polybase, and always on availability group, management. Under management, again you can see policy management, data collection, resource governance, blah blah something. Under integration service, you will see. Under server objects, you will see. Under securities, you will see. Under databases, you will see. See, lot many objects are available. Okay, I am not telling everything we'll discuss here. Okay, going forward, what are the important features, components that will fulfill your job? That components all we are going to cover as part of this whole training whole training. So one day by day you will get couple of things, sir. Okay, not in one day you will get everything. No, day by day you will get couple of things. So please make a note down. So once you connect to the instance, we can do lot many stuffs. So as a database administrator, what are the things we need to take care? All we will learn as part of this whole next 60 to 70 days training. Now, sir, one of the first important thing we'll see is database. Database. So I told you, right? Database is nothing but collection of data where it is arranged in the proper format. Where it is will be arranged, you can reading is making easy, modification is making easy, creation is making easy. So you can create multiple databases, sir. You can create multiple database on your SQL. You can access multiple databases. You can play with multiple databases in real world. So database is nothing but collection of your actual data, collection of your actual data. So for example, this instance is pointing to Amazon. Okay, this instance is pointing to uh, Flipkart. This instance is pointing to uh, HSBC Bank. So every instance will point to the respective application, and every instance will contains multiple databases. Each database will store multiple application related data. Like for example, take your telecom, sir. We are using Airtel, Jio, Okay, so for example, you got opportunity to work in Airtel project. For example, you got work in the Geo project. So what kind of data in your database it will store? Your mobile number, your name, your first name, your last name, your other number. What is your rate of call rate of interest? Okay, what is the last recharge, previous recharge? Everything you can see in these databases. When you are working in the banking, you will see your account number, your details, everything, sir. So what kind of application you been supporting related to that application, our database data will be maintained. So we are not worrying about what kind of data on that database is supporting storing, but we need to worry what kind of application data it is storing. What kind of application data this instance is storing, that database is storing. Make a note down, everyone. So once you connect to the SQL server, you need to first think about the database. So when you go to the database, we have two types of databases. One is system databases, one is user databases. Today we'll discuss about the system databases. Tomorrow we'll discuss about the user databases along with something about development. I thought to discuss today itself, but no, most probably we don't have time, sir. Almost it's been 2 hours. Okay, tomorrow we'll take the user database creation along with the development. Then Monday onwards we'll go for the actual uh, concept wise discussion from Monday onwards. And only one thing, everyone. Okay. Now, sir. Now we have two types of databases. One is user databases, one is system databases. So first let me discuss today about system databases. So we are having five system databases, sir. We are having five system databases: master, model, MSDB, TempDB, resource database. All five system databases are very critical. All five system databases are very critical for us. Very critical for us. So first let me discuss about the master database. Okay, what is master database? So master database contains complete your instance metadata information, sir. Complete your instance metadata information. Metadata. So complete your instance, okay, information like logins, passwords, database information. Again, sir, all the system databases contains the information. So master database contains complete your instance level information like logins, passwords, linker server, proxy accounts, credentials, databases, database file locations, owners, everything will maintain in the master database. So master database is the critical data, like a heart, sir. Not like a heart. It's like a heart. Okay, master database is the heart for entire our SQL Server engine. Engine. And one more point, sir, you need to make a note down. Okay, master database MDF file, master database LDF file are the two startup parameter for your SQL Server service. Okay, see, sir, if you wanted to start the SQL Server service, if you wanted to play with this SQL Server service, master MDF, master LDF are the two startup parameters. Are the two startup parameters, sir. What happened? Okay, see, master log file, master data file are the two startup parameters. Means if you wanted to start the SQL services, if you wanted to connect to the database engine, master database will plays a crucial role because master MDF, master LDF are the two startup parameters to enter our database engine. If master database got corrupted, your SQL services will down. If SQL services is down, entire your database engine will goes down. So master is one of the very critical database. So because master MDF, master LDF are the two startup parameter for your SQL Server service. If master goes down, your SQL will goes down. If SQL will goes down, enter your database engine goes down. Make a note, everyone. So how to troubleshoot all we'll see later, sir. Okay, if master database got corrupted, how you will troubleshoot? We'll see later. So If someone is asking what is master database will contain entire instance level information such as database information, location information, logins, passwords, linked server, proxy account, credentials, everything information along with master MDF, master LDF are the two startup parameter for your SQL Server service. Got you, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
got
no,
it.
Yes.
yes, no. If master database got corrupted, entire your database engine will goes down, sir. Now, most of the people will okay. Let me, sir. That is about master database. Now, one of the most important is model database. Model database, sir. If you wanted to create any database in SQL Server, so for example, if I wanted to create a database, so you are you need to create one MDF file, you need to create one log file, and the initial size is 8 and auto growth, and this is the location. So from where you are getting this information, sir? When you are specially creating new database. So when you are creating new database, it will take the template of model database. For every newly creating database, it will act as a template. It will act as a, so model database act as a template for newly creating database. So how your model database looks like, same how your user database will also come on, sir. Hold on, hold for a while. It is showing 1818, but why it is pointing only 88?
Sir,
Hold on, sir.
you have taken MSDB.
Oh, MSDB.
Yeah, in the top header it was showing
Oh,
MSDB.
okay. Yeah. No, no worries, sir. Thanks. Okay. Now see, sir, when you are creating any database, it will inherit the model database template. So model database act as a template for newly creating database. Make a note on how your model database looks like, same how your newly creating database also looks like, same, sir. File location, initial size, auto growth size, it looks like same. Again, so you need to maintain same thing, or can I do anything modification? Yes, sir. But when you try to creating a database without any modification, so by default it will get the template of your model database. If you wanted to change, you can change, sir. See, I can create multiple data files, I can create multiple log files. Okay, I can change the initial size. Okay, I can change the initial size, so that is up to you. But when you are creating a database, it will take the template of model database. That point you clear, sir? Later you can change whatever you want, sir. Okay, tomorrow I will create one user database. I will explain you little bit more content so that you will become somewhat interesting how to create a database, and you will notice that how you are so comfortable when you are creating a database. So when you are creating a new database, it will take the template of model database for all newly creating database. Can I change it? Yes, sir. Aram say you can go and change anything, but it will inherit it will inherit the model database. Got that point, everyone?
Yes, got it.
Yes. Now let me ask you a question. If model database got corrupted, what will happen to SQL?
SQL will be down.
Okay. Why, sir? Is
Yes.
there any dependency?
Yeah,
Because
TMDB will not be created.
yeah, it will not be recreated
Okay.
because some deviant SQL server won't start.
Yeah, right, sir. If model database is corrupted, your SQL services won't start because uh, every time when you restart, okay, every time when you restart, tempdb will recreate. So if you wanted to recreate tempdb, model database should be mandatory. Without model database, tempdb won't create. Without tempdb, your SQL services won't start. That is a good point, sir. Everyone, yeah, thanks. Okay, if something happened to model database, your SQL services will down. It won't start until unless your model need to be bring back. Your model need to be bring back. Okay, make a note on point. Now let me discuss tempdb, then I can go for msdb, sir. Tempdb, sir, today I'm just discussing only 5 minutes. I told you that I will take a separate session, almost 3 to 4 hours. We'll discuss 3 to 5 hours. We'll discuss only related to the tempdb in the advanced level. So tempdb, like a uh, in a simple lay terms, okay, uh, tempdb is like a shared database. Anyone can use her, but you don't know basically. We don't know, but in the backend it is using tempdb. Tempdb is a shared database, everyone can use. Okay, everyone can use the tempdb. It's like a public toilet, sir. In a simple terms, anyone can use public toilets, right? Like same tempdb also anyone can use, but tempdb will plays one of the crucial role, one of the crucial role. So we'll discuss a lot about the tempdb in the advanced level. As of now, try to remember, sir, tempdb is nothing but temporary. It's a shared database, anyone can use, and it store temporary data. When you restart SQL Server, tempdb will recreate every time. See, when you go and verify, tempdb creation is nothing but your SQL start time. When your SQL has been started means when you see the tempdb creation date, that time only your SQL is started. So because whenever you restart, tempdb will recreate. Whenever you restart, tempdb will recreate every time. Okay, so what is tempdb, sir? Tempdb will act as a shared database. Anyone can access. Tempdb will store temporary data. Okay, tempdb will recreate when you restart the SQL, and we can't take the backup of tempdb. These 3 points are very important. Important, sir. It will store temporary data. You can't take backup. Tempdb will recreate every time when you restart the SQL. Up to 3 points you just remember as of now. We'll discuss a lot about tempdb in the advanced level, sir. Okay? Not okay?
Okay.
Now, okay? Now MSDB, sir. So MSDB is nothing but your automation, sir. Complete your automation will rely on the MSDB. Means your agent will rely on the MSDB, sir. Your master is rely on the SQL services, right? Your MSDB is rely on the your SQL Server agent is rely on the MSDB. Complete your automation information will be stored in the MSDB database. MSDB will contains complete your automation. Automation is nothing but jobs, alerts, operator, proxies. All this information will be maintained in the MSDB database. If MSDB is corrupted, nothing will happen to SQL. Only SQL agent will goes down. Complete automation will goes down. That is a major part, sir. And one more is MSDB will also contains historical information such as backups, restore, log shipping. All the history information will be maintained in the MSDB database. MSDB database. Make down, sir. Log shipping information, backup information, automation information. Okay. Uh, and restore information and other stuff, sir. SSS packages information, job history information, job activity. All, sir. Automation along with history, along with history. What kind of history? Backups, restores, log shipping. These are the primary, sir. If you wanted to get what is the last backup happen, if you wanted to get what is the last restore happen, you need to get from the MSDB database. If someone is asking what is MSDB, You need to answer. MSDB will contains all the automation information. Your SQL Server agent is completely rely on the MSDB database. Along with it will also stores the history information like backups, restores, log shipping. Okay, not okay, sir?
Okay, Subbu.
Yeah, yeah, got it.
Yeah, that information. Okay, that is about MSDB. MSDB. Okay, what will happen if MSDB is corrupted? Nothing will happen to SQL Server. Only your SQL Server agent will goes down. Only your SQL Server agent will goes down. If master database goes down, entire your SQL services will goes down, sir. Entire your SQL services will goes down. NETK. Okay, that is the one thing. Now, one more database, sir. That is nothing but a resource database. Sir, before SQL Server 2005, okay, we are having only four databases: model, MSDB, TempDB, master. Microsoft introduced one more new database called resource database, okay, which is hidden database. You can't see here, sir. You can't see here. It's a hidden database. Resource database is a hidden database. Everyone will tell us master is a brain, master is a heart, master is a blah blah something. Okay, let me ask you a question. Any tables are available? Any tables? No. But just now I also told same thing, right? Master is a heart for entire SQL Server. Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay.
you told it.
But I told you that master contains logins, passwords, linked server, all this information. Where, sir? Where? No. But when you go to the view, when you go to the views, you can see all the stuff. All the stuff. So master is just a mirror. Mirror. If you stand in front of mirror, what you will see in the mirror, sir? You only, right?
Yeah, the
Yes
reflection.
or no? Reflection, right? So master is a reflection. Actual database is resource database, sir, which is hidden database because as per human psychology, okay, mostly uh, instead of creating, we love to delete. Correct? Yes or no? We'll try to repair something
Yes.
from the childhood onwards. If a dad or mom you purchase one car, electric car or something, if something happened, what you will do, you will remove everything and you will do some repairs, right? Like uh, say what Microsoft thought, maybe I'm just joking, sir, kidding. Okay, what Microsoft thought that, okay, let's keep everything in the hidden and let's keep only mirror to you. So resource database is the original database where all your information is residing. Logins, passwords, link, everything will be maintained by resource database, not master. But master is just mirror, sir. When you are performing anything, you are getting data from the resource database, which is a hidden database, which contains all system objects information, sys objects information. So resource database is our brain. It's original, sir, actually. Hey, why? Why I'm not able to see? Come on. Okay, here, sir. MS SQL system resource.ldf, MS system resource.mdf. These two files are resource database, sir, which is hidden database, which contains actual data. Actual information will be stored in the resource database. And one more point, sir. Uh, After introducing resource database, the upgradations are much faster, much faster. Earlier, before resource database is introduced, when you are upgrading SQL Server, the performance is little bit slow, sir. But after resource database introduced, the performance is bit faster because earlier it is to drop and recreate. It is to drop and recreate when you are upgrading. But after resource database introduced, it is just overwriting. It is just overwriting the your upgradation process. Okay, due to that, your upgradation process is also improved. So if someone is asking, resource database is a hidden database which contains all system related information, and where it will be available under the bin folder. Okay, ms sql system resource.ldf, ms sql resource system.mdf files will be available, and which will also improving the upgradation process by overriding the existing object. Got you?
Yes, got it.
Okay, so
So how resource DB help in upgrading? Like,
That's what earlier, sir, olden days, ma'am, it used to drop and recreate. That is a point I got it.
yes, but
Uh,
what it's dropping or creating?
Existing objects. So these are all existing only, right? So earlier,
Yeah,
this is what the process, but now it is overwriting this data. Not in depth, somewhere we written, sir. Written, ma'am. That is what we I noticed, and one of the expert he explained me, sir, that concept, not in depth again.
okay.
Ow.
Sir, it's like while
Yeah.
taking like a backup or like restoring, we have that override. So does it mean like because of presence of resource DB that option has been introduced, or it is not?
No, that is
It's like
not, sir. When you are upgrading, again I'm telling, when you are upgrading,
okay, okay, sir.
upgradation, in place upgradation, not like our whatever you were doing backup and restore. No, sir. When you are performing in place upgrades, the upgradation process little bit, not that much faster, sir. Again, little bit.
Can we take the backup of restore DB, resource DB?
Yeah, you can take, ma'am. You can copy these two files and you can
It's,
place anywhere you want. Anywhere you want.
it's a, okay.
Not like our backup, like full backup, differential backup. No,
So we don't need services that should be offline before removing, right?
no, nothing.
Okay. Directly we can move files anywhere.
Yes.
It will not impact the SQL services.
Right, definitely, ma'am. Please be careful. We won't play with the resource database. You will play
We
with the
will just
master database. No need resource database. If you take the backup of master database, it contains the resource DB information as well.
backup like we just moving the file, right? I mean taking
No,
the
you
file.
never move the resource database. Nowhere you will get a chance, ma'am. Just take the backup of master database and overwrite the master database. It will take the responsibility. No need to worry about resource database.
Okay, okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll complete the development part. I thought today, but no worries. Maximum content I shared today. Information, sir, again. So tomorrow
Thank
is
you,
the
sir.
last for. Sorry.
I learned few new things today. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks.